Damn. I didn't know y'all could post. I didn't know y'all could post before I even got up on here. What up, though, moderator? What's up, Cinnamon Toast? Something going on. Y'all see that? Y'all don't see that? Or is it, am I just able to see that? Y'all don't see that? And my light is not flickering. Oh my God. Yeah. I got a lot of protection at this time, spiritual and otherwise, around me. So I get it. It's gonna be flickering. I just dropped the bombshell video on the membership channel, the Epic Mystic. I'm not about to tell y'all what. Y'all see that, huh? Let me tell y'all something. I've been getting, today been a real interesting day. Huh? What up?
I can take shit to work tomorrow, but I can't figure out. The lock to my gas top, my keys, they were on there too.
What, you lost your keys?
No gas in there.
What, you lost your key?
All the keys. I done lost my keys. Keys to the pill box.
Okay, hold on. Because I'm on live and they hear you.
Okay.
You lost it. You don't know where you put it? Yeah, we gotta go the Creole way and put some pins down so them little imps can bring that shit up. I listen, Cinnamon Toast, tell them how lit it be on that membership. Y'all see that, huh? Yeah, the energies that I got around me, should I dismiss? Okay, I gotta know. I should keep them around me, huh? Okay. I didn't dismiss. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love y'all. How y'all doing? Hey, little one, astronaut, turn it down. I heard, I'm looking at a deck over here, Oracle deck, and I just heard no and no. Okay. So, I'm just waiting for some people to come in. VK, I don't... Consi comme ça. C'est la vie. Okay, so listen. Turn it down. Let me explain something to y'all. God, I thank you for protection. Here we go. Peace. I thank the angels for being here. They send the masters for being here. Everybody's here. Everybody's here. I feel it. Everybody's here. It's a very strong surge of energy that is happening right now. I was speaking with someone, day before yesterday. Today's what, Thursday? I was talking to somebody Monday. As I was talking to them, I was getting downloads and channeled messages. And after I got these messages, I had to ask God. I just heard somebody, when y'all said, why she talking and eating? Because I can. Why you breathing? Because you can, right? You don't like what I'm doing, get off my channel. Some of y'all got the nerves. I'm hungry. No, I couldn't wait. You could have did that before you came on. Because I don't care. I'm doing it now. How about that? I don't have the On Money Pat Me Hum anymore. There's a lot of stuff that I deleted off this channel when I was going through trauma last year. Hey, there are some things that I feel like I should have kept, and there's some things that I kept, but, you know, to God be the glory through it all, because I feel like looking back, maybe I got rid of everything I needed to get rid of. And maybe I kept everything I needed to keep. I'm not about to question content right now. But I do need for y'all to understand what I am getting ready to say. Because the interpretation of Scripture has caused people to miss how to truly interpret the Scriptures. Because you have, I heard, elongated your skull. That's what I heard. You have elongated your skull to only receive and perceive through the teachings and the eyes of the person, rather than your own perception, thought patterns, processing, and your own readings and research. In layman's terms, you listen to the pastor, you walk in, you say the same thing every Sunday. Pastor, that was a good sermon you preached, and then you walk out unchanged. You do not know or understand what he said. By the way, please do not, I'm saying this, please do not book any Friday readings. I do not do Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. If you book a Friday reading, you will be rerouted to Monday. All right? Just letting y'all know that now. Unfortunately, my system is not allowing for me to book off to X out Fridays. I don't know what that is. But I'm not going to give y'all nothing no Friday. My God. I'm looking up this scripture here, because I want to tell y'all about this scripture here. Some gonna rise to everlasting shame. There's a scripture that talks about, first and foremost, the word rapture is actually not, the word rapture is not in the Bible. All right? It's a made-up word. Let's go there. Okay? 44 in the chat, 14 likes. We got 444. So the angels are definitely in the building, especially in three-dimensional form. So I have angels watching me right now, guarding this. Hey, I may have a few falling in that motherfucker. We all know they there. It is what it is. Thank y'all to all my moderators and everybody who's joining and watching, whether you're a subscriber, member, or not. It doesn't matter. Much love to you. May you elevate in love and light. All that other good shit is cute and fuzzy and warm and cuddly. Um, it's in Genesis 2. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, God. Okay. Genesis 2, 2:25. It's chapter 2, but it's the 25th verse. I was also told to stay away from the baby Mystic. I was also told to not read the New King James Version as much. I don't really too much care to start at that scripture, that verse. I like to figure out what is Genesis chapter 2 in its whole entirety talking about. So it's talking about the heavens and the earth were completed in their vast array. By the seventh day, God had finished the work and had been doing. Okay, God had finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day, he rested from all his work. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work that he was creating, that he done. Okay, then Adam and Eve enters the chat in verse 4 of chapter 2. All right. Mind you, it talks about him planting a garden eastward in Eden. Not in Eden, but in the eastern part of Eden. All right. That's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother video. So now we're talking about entering Adam and Eve. God planted a garden in the east of Eden, where he put man he had formed. He had God had made all kinds of trees to grow out of the ground. Seen that it was good. Talked about the rivers, the 4 rivers, the Tigris, Havilah, Gihon, Euphrates. Keep going down, keep going down. Now we talking about the wild animals, right? Then on the 20th verse, going into the 21st, now Adam is talking about he looked upon the creation of God and seen that there was no helpmeet for him. So now we're talking about the Lover's card here. This is Gemini energy number 6, twins, divine twins, that kind of energy. All this ties into the what you call the rapture. Because again, the word rapture is not even in the Bible. It's not in the Hebraic. It is not in the Greek. It damn sure ain't in the English. So that word rapture was made up. You can't find it nowhere in the scriptures, all right? So, okay, Adam is put to sleep, and of course, Eve is made. So it's safe to say Eve was made after the 7th day. Eve was made after the 7th day. Lilith was made the same day Adam was made, or Adam. Again, all this is about because in order for you to understand scripture, you can't just take one piece out. You have to look at all of it, what we have, all right? Then on the 23rd verse, he talks about flesh of my flesh, bone of my bones. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of a man. A man does not have a womb. Taken out the side of a man. The side of a man is talking about the womb, talking about the heart. So that's why the man says he finds his better half, is because he finds his supposed missing rib. But the truth is he finds his other side of his heart. This is why it's important for twin flame reunion and or high level soulmates to come together, past life lovers or whatever have you, as long as they're in their divine energy, north node, healed energy, divine masculine, divine feminine coming together. At this time, this is what this shit is about. All right? The word rapture is denoting some form of ecstasy or nirvana. It has nothing to do with what you call the resurrection of the dead. And the way that they've told you Christianity made you paint it in your mind was that you was going to be outside and that one was going to be out of nowhere just gone and the other one was just going to be walking. You was going to have pilots disappearing in midair, people driving the car in a car crash, and that's not what the hell that, no. I'm about to tell you what the so-called rapture is, or the gathering, or the reapers of souls. Turn that down, but let me wait. 24th verse. Hey. Why it says Genesis 2 and 25? This more like Googling shit. Must be a reason why. Okay, he says, this is why a man leaves his father and his mother and is united with his wife. They become one flesh. Adam and his wife were both naked, and they felt no shame. All out in the open. Oh. Let me stop, because I know I look crazy right now, but do you think I care? No. All right. Let's go to this scripture on the everlasting shame. The Bible says, and many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to everlasting contempt. That word contempt means shame. Found in contempt of court is to be found out of motherfucking order. That's really what it means, all right? I don't know why it has Genesis 2 and 25 on there. When you Google it, that's what comes up. It is not Genesis 2 and 25. There is a reason why I had to read Genesis chapter 2. It's all going to tie in. I trust God. But this is what it's saying. Yeah. Yeah, as many, Daniel 12 and 2. Daniel. So now we're dealing with the prophetic end time scripture. Daniel. And many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. I'm going to say this again. And many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. I'll read that one more time. Daniel 12 and 2 says, and many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Stop right there. It didn't say those walking on the earth. It didn't say as you eating. It didn't say, and I know a lot of you going to go to the New Testament and say, well, it says two going to be grinding at the mill, one going to be taken and one going to be left. I'm going to explain to you what that scripture means. That has nothing to do with Daniel 12 and 2. All right? We're going to read this one more time just for your thinking pleasure. You ready? Take your cap and put it on. It's the thinking cap. You ready? Daniel 12 and 2. And many of those who sleep in the dust, which means who are dead, who are buried, of the earth, shall what? Awake. Shall what? Say it with me. Awake. The rapture has happened, saints. I'm telling you what I seen in the spirit. Monday, I was on the phone. Do you hear me? And I seen this person nervous as I don't know what, afraid. Do you hear me? Was standing before me pleading for their soul. This person was pleading for their soul. I seen this in the spiritual realm as sure as I'm looking at myself. As sure as you looking at me. You could do this, you could touch it. I'm telling you, I seen it. Clear as day. This woman was standing in a judgment room. I wanted to say throne room. But this is the same type of room I seen when I was a little kid. When I was watching this specific bald-headed person had these people, these souls, these people who were souls who passed on, passing through this line, and he would let them people go, you. Every now and then he'll pluck somebody out and make them stand on the side, and then some people would get them or they disappear. I remember sitting just like this in Indian style, watching like this. I was being trained as a kid and I did not know. But I know now why I seen what I seen back then. We have the timeline that we're in is what they call the rapture. All right? I just want y'all to know that. I'm about to look up Daniel 12 and 2 for y'all. So we can get in this thing heavy. Right? Some of your loved ones, cause let me just tell y'all something. The will of reincarnation is broke. A lot of people are not able to come back because a lot of folks was on their last life, their last soul return. So this was the time that they should have got it right. Those who didn't get it right is the ones who are raising up to everlasting shame and contempt. They're being found contempt in spiritual courts. You understand? So it's very imperative that you understand why y'all don't know what's happening in this. I'm telling y'all, this shit is heavy. I'm trying not to cuss, but I can't help myself. Yes, I can. I can help myself. I'm being me. I'm trying not to cuss though, y'all. Please forgive me. I'm looking for a certain. Where's the hub? There we go. This is my reference. I like this one. Okay. P. Oh, wait, y'all. Why are you saying his name when I'm on the live? I always want to be heard. Rapture. Now, a feeling of intense pleasure or joy. Ecstasy, bliss, euphoria, elation, exaltation. Joy, joyfulness, exaltation. To be lifted up. That's interesting. Exaltation is a synonym for the word rapture. Not, and I'm talking about exaltation is not a physical. Let's see. Well, if I be lifted up upon the earth, I'll draw men unto me. That's what Christ says. So the Christ consciousness, while you being risen to Christ, yeah, exaltation, a feeling of state of extreme happiness, joyfulness. And then it says, the action of elevating someone in rank, power, or character. The action of praising someone or something highly. Exaltation. Rapture. Verb, which is a North American definition, which is a new and young term, which is a slang term, says according to some millennia teaching, transport a believer is in parentheses from earth to heaven at the second coming of Christ. Y'all, let me tell y'all what the real rapture is. You're not gonna like it either. I'm about to break the lid open right now. You're not gonna like it. It's found in the Apocrypha, which is a hidden book or a non-canonized book. The Catholics still have it. You don't. I have an Apocrypha Bible. Second Esdras, chapter 13, talks about what they call the rapture. All right? What they call the rapture. It says this. Know this, therefore, that they which be left behind are more blessed than they that be dead. When you read Second Esdras in another version, it says, now this part I've been to years ago. Notice therefore that they which be left behind are more blessed than they that are taken. That word be dead is actually taken. Okay? In the Hebraic Bible in Second Esdras, in this particular apocryphal book, When you look up the Hebraic word taken, it's talking about destroyed, killed, utterly torn to pieces. They want you to believe that you're going to get a beam me up Scotty experience. That is not what the fuck is trying to... Let me ask y'all a question. If the good is supposed to be taken up and going into heaven, who is going to be left to inherit a new kingdom and a new heaven and a new earth? If the new earth is supposed to be filled with peace, everlasting peace, once the so-called devil is thrown into the fire lake forever, who's supposed to be inheriting that earth? Because the new heaven and the new earth is supposed to be peaceful without war. And there shall be wars no more. And he shall wipe every tear from their eyes. So if you going to be raptured up and you supposed to be the good people, who going to inherit the good earth then? The meek shall inherit the earth. Is that not what the words say? So you've been taught wrong. Listen, that's all right. It's all right, babies. It's all right. You listen, I get it. You feel when you learn this type of stuff and you know you've been duped and messed with, it hurts because they teach you these things the wrong way. A lot of them do it on purpose to keep you reincarnating here. But because a lot of y'all are on y'all last cycles, they don't want y'all coming back here. They want y'all to rise to everlasting shame. Okay? And the truth is every so millennium, when you have what you call the changing of the guards, which in our case was going from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, this happens reoccurringly. It's not a one-time issue. It just happens that the age of Aquarius is a very important time because there are certain things that happens in this millennium, in this thousands of years that has not happened before. You understand? Please forgive my background noise. I got kids. My little one, he's enjoying himself. Y'all just gonna have to work through it. Turn it down a little bit, baby cakes. Let me go back a few scriptures. Matter of fact, let me just look it up. 2nd Ezra 13 in its whole entirety. Okay? It is a very scary, this apocryphal book is a bit scary when you especially get to the 12th and the 13th chapter. But this is what it is. Okay? But before I go to that, I'm going to remind y'all. If you go to Daniel 12, you find that the first verse has already happened. Okay? The first verse has already happened. The second verse is, and many who sleep in the dust of the earth will awake, some to everlasting life, but others to shame and everlasting contempt. Then the wise will shine like the brightness of the heavens, and those who lead many to righteousness will shine like the stars forever and ever. This is why I told y'all in my last live why God had been leading me to tell y'all, don't label yourselves a star seed. Don't label yourselves anything for that matter. Just wake up every day doing whatever work you were purposed to do. And let the chips fall where they may. Y'all, we're getting too caught up with labels at this point. The heavens know your name. Your guardian angels know your name. Your ancestors and everybody who's conspiring to work with you and on your behalf knows your name and knows your rankings. The hell are you going to put? Doctor, bishop, pastor, starseed, healer, seer, prophetic, apostolic, Charles, such and such the third. It's too much. I came here with a government name. My heavenly name is something else. But I don't need to attach these titles to what I'm doing. I'm telling you now, I'm trying to help you get free. Because a lot of you was worried about what the next man and next woman thinking of you, and it don't fucking matter. They don't matter. Forgive me, my elders, for talking like this, because I know, I'm giving y'all the word and giving y'all the meat and the milk. Everybody gonna be fed, but at the same time, I gotta be me. And I'm trying to keep the profanity down because I want to be respectful. But at the same time, if it's shooting out, then it's shooting out. So anyway, um, after the dead rises, after they awake, some to everlasting life and some to everlasting shame. Then the wise will shine like the brightness of the heavens. Remember, I told you lights and shining and brightness. Here's the stars, the true star seeds. And those who lead many to righteousness will shine like stars forever and ever. God is getting ready to show you who's been demonic and who's been good. Because the good is going to shine. And you cannot, no matter how much they try to spray it and wax on and wax off, it's not going nowhere. The unrighteous is whatever false energies they've been putting out. It's already happening. The masks are falling off as I speak. It's been falling off for a while now. Now it's about to be worldwide seen. A lot of people have been lying. John 5:28 says, do not be amazed at this, for the hour is coming when all who are in their graves will hear his voice. Matthew 25:46 says, and they will go away into eternal punishment, but the righteous into eternal life. John 5:29, and come out those who have done good to the resurrection of life, and those who have done evil to the resurrection of judgment. Acts 24:15, and I have the same hope in God, that they themselves cherish that there will be a resurrection of both the righteous and the wicked. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Isaiah 26:19. Thy dead men shall live, together with thy dead bodies they shall arise. Awake and sing, ye that dwell in dust, for thy dew is as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead. Again, you got to remember the way that they spoke as best as they could for us to be able to translate what they were saying. A lot of this stuff was translated from poetic terms and haikus. I don't want to say haikus, but different other ways and means and modes. But the truth still remains. Is Daniel 12:2. And many who sleep in the dust of the earth will awake, some to everlasting life, but others to everlasting contempt. The dead has been judged. Is being judged as I speak. I told y'all before kings and queens ruled, before emperors and empresses ruled, before gods and goddesses walked the earth. Well, actually, I lied. Not before gods and goddesses walked the earth. Judges were put in the place of kings and queens. Judges hold more precedence than kings and queens. Okay? I know a lot of y'all got that shit tattooed on y'all king, queen. I'm not knocking y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. Judges were the ones who made sure that the right ones sat in office. Judges were prophets and seers, and they carried swords. And when they entered into a gate of a city, the people trembled, because you didn't see a prophet and a seer all the time. It wasn't like going in the grocery store and you see them on aisle 7 getting milk or cheese or eggs. Okay? They were hermits. So when you see a seer or a prophet, you're supposed to be asking them, do you come in peace? Real prophets and real seers is not going to be preaching houses and cars. At least not all the time. They will give you a good word of exhortation and all that other stuff, but guess what? An encouragement. But real prophets and seers, they're going to get down to the real jug of love. You feel me? All right? Second Ezra 13. Esdras the prophet talks about dreaming a dream at night. Talks about what he's seen. He dreamed about water, a strong wind. He dreamed about I believe he was dreaming of an archangel as well. I mean, the meat of the matter is this. This angel had the ability to do some very strong shit. Now, the interpretation of the dream starts at the 16th verse. It says, for as I conceive in my understanding, woe unto them that shall be left in those days, and much more woe to them that are not left behind. I'll read this to you again. They want you to think that being left behind is a curse. It's not. Listen to me. Second Esdras, chapter 13, verse 16. He starts the interpretation of the dream from verse 1 to 15. For as I conceive in mine understanding, woe unto them that shall be left in those days, and much more woe unto them that are not left behind. For they that are not left were in heaviness. So those who are not left behind were in heaviness. They were not going to be able, listen, I'm telling you right now, if you are under the sound of my voice, you are considered the left behind. Now, for some of you, it is for several reasons. If you are wicked and you are left behind, it's because you have now reached the threshold of no return, and basically you have reached everlasting shame and you don't even know it yet. You know, that's crazy how I keep hearing that God will fire you and keep you working. Damn. You hear me? Others of you, you have reached this threshold. You have allowed the faith of God to trump everything in your life, including the fear of man and viruses and dis-ease and all this other bullshit that keep getting patented and released every 5 fucking seconds that ain't gonna last, non-reversible. So, you know, because you have trusted in your God that's leading you to the source of love and light, you are here. My nose is itching. Verse 18. Well, let me go to verse 17. For they that were not left were in heaviness. Now understand I the things that are laid up in the latter days, which shall happen unto them and to those that are left behind. Therefore, as they come into great perils and many necessities, like as these dreams declare. Yet it is easier for him that is in danger to come into these things than to pass away as a cloud of the world and not see the things that happen in the last days. And he answered unto me and said, the interpretation of the vision shall I show thee, and I will open unto thee the thing that thou hast required. I'm going to stop right here. 20th verse just told you what you needed to hear. I'll read it for you again. Yet it is easier for him that is in danger to come into these things than to pass away as a cloud of the world and not see the things that happen in the last days. It's better to be left behind than to be taken. That word taken means to be turned over to utter destruction. Y'all, they got you thinking the rapture. Oh, help me, God. I'm telling you, anything that's of the word of God is not going to bring you to your peril if it's meant to push you into a destiny, if it's meant to push you into everlasting life. What am I saying? Okay, this rapture teaching, this false teaching of the rapture has created cults around the world. There was a specific cult that was made in the 80s. They was given over to a reprobated mind. Not all of them. The main person was given over to a reprobated mind. Whoever else that was helping him, they thought they had got a download from an angel, most likely was fallen, that they had got left behind in the rapture, and in order for them to catch up, they had to commit you know what. All right? What was the name of, you remember that? What was the name of that cult in the 80s? They offed themselves because they was told that they missed the rapture. Remember? And they found all them people deceased. You forgot the name of it's many cults like that, y'all. That they have found like that. Gone. Because they were told by some entity or energy that they had missed the rapture. You ain't gonna miss nothing that's meant for you, including that if it was meant for you to die and not be here, you would be dead and not be here. If it's meant for you to have crossed over to this threshold and be here, congratulations. For it is better for you to be left behind than to be taken. This is what you don't have in your 66 books that you done got out of Barnes & Noble or Walmart. This is an Apocrypha. What I'm reading right now is from the Apocrypha. This ain't even the hidden text books yet. You can imagine what's in the hidden books. This is just the Apocrypha, which you can get out of a store. You might have to go to a bookstore, you know. It says 22nd verse of the 13th chapter of 2nd Ezra. Whereas thou spoken of them that are left behind, this is the interpretation. He that shall endure the peril in that time hath kept himself. They that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty. Okay. So you stand in the test of time. Notice therefore that they which be left behind are more blessed than they that are dead. This is the meaning of the vision. Whereas thou sawest a man coming up from the midst of the sea. And then it talks about how God, the highest, hath kept a great season, by which his own shall deliver his creature, and he shall order them that are left behind. Ooh, Lord. He will begin to deliver them that are on the earth, my God, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. Uh-oh. Now we're starting to see the evils turn on each other. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh, it's about to be some shit. Congratulations for the righteous, but, you know, rest in piss or rotten piss to these evils. Y'all getting ready to get your shit. You can read the rest of Ezra 13. It just basically you getting your shit. that's what I can say. I'm hoping that I'm helping y'all understand this because again, the rapture is not what you think it means, okay? It's not what you think it is. Son, stop it. Okay, I'm going to read this one more time, and then I'm up out of here. I seen it clear as day Monday. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my experience, and I'm up out of here. Trying to find something else. Now, of course, somebody going to say, well, you know, the Latin word for it is repair. That means to carry off or to catch up. But the term rapture is still not found in the Bible, y'all. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't care what it means in Latin, French, Spanish, Chinese, tamarind. I don't give a damn what it means in any language. I'm just telling you that that specific word is not in the Bible. Stop trying to make something be there that ain't there. And for some of y'all pastors who've been teaching this false ass doctrine and you knew it was wrong and false, you yourself is coming into judgment as I speak. Whether you are dead or alive, and that's non-reversible. Listen, I'm telling y'all, back in those days, people did not haste themselves to become a person of the cloth. You had to put your life on the line to shepherd. And we're talking about literal sheep. Daniel was fit because he fought lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. While the rest of his brothers was enlisted into the military, they fought this nigga was out here fighting beasts. Okay? And let's not talk about his strong ass divine masculines that he had. He had few of them. You had one kill how many umpteen thousands over a hill of lentil beans because this nigga was hungry. Another one slew hybrid two lion-like men. The face of a lion and the body of a human. These men was no joke. They wasn't no joke to play with. Daniel was cute and fine. He was fine. The Bible say he was fine. Handsome, good to look at. But the man with hands was bloody. He liked war. That's why he could not build the temple of God. Solomon had to do that. I'm sorry, David. Well, I said Daniel. David had to do that. I mean, Solomon had to do what David could, what his daddy couldn't. Because David liked war. He liked proving a point. Even though he was a man after God's own heart and he loved praise and worship, he always asked God for forgiveness, and he damn sure danced his clothes off. He was that happy. But at the same time, the man liked war. So it's safe to say he probably most likely was an Arisian or of the Aries energy Mars. He probably was of the race of Mars. Because the man liked it. And God himself said, look, your hands is too doggone bloody. Your son gonna do it. Let him take care of it for you. And this little womanizer comes with 300 wives and 700 concubines, and he builds, by means of divination, the temple of God. Y'all don't want to hear that either, but that's another video. Y'all don't want to hear that truth. How the insignia of Solomon, not necessarily known or deemed as a star, but the insignia of Solomon and of the seraphim or the seraphium was used as a means to control bodies outside of himself. Y'all don't want to hear it, but it is what it is. Really quickly, to just kind of give y'all a more defined story into what happened. This person that I seen was under judgment. I seen them in the throne room, in what I call the judgment throne room. And they had people that was of the high courts in the spiritual realm standing behind this person. This person was dressed in white. Did not necessarily mean it just because they were dressed in white that they were holy. Maybe she was dressed in white because that's what they were buried in. But the truth is, I don't know. All I do know is or maybe that was color from a past life, or I don't know. Well, whatever. This person basically was pleading. They came to me in this vision, in the open vision, and they were pleading that I would have mercy on them. And as they were pleading, I was reviewing records. And whatever I reviewed, I found that person contempt of something. And I basically told these other energies that, I further evaluation, or I don't know, something. But they came and took her away in chains and put her in a holding cell. Okay? They took this person, they put this person in chains, in shackles, and threw them in a holding cell. This person knew, and they were begging and pleading. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all, it's gonna hurt you It's going to hurt you. Here we go. It's going to hurt you to know the dead and the living that is going to rise and be condemned to everlasting shame and contempt. You got people that's in this three-dimensional plane now. They may be your mothers, they may be your children. They may be your lovers, they may be your co-workers, they may be your best friends, they may be your extended family. I don't know and I don't care. But what I do know is that there's going to be some people, some of y'all had the best time of your life shouting and dancing and crying, making sure that your family member had a celebration of life out of this world so that you could feel like you put them away good. But the truth is, that was all for show. Funerals are not for the dead, they're for the living. I'm going to say that again for some of you in the back because y'all don't understand. Y'all spending a lot of money on the dead. And these things don't necessarily matter. It is important that you bury your loved ones in a dignified way. Yes. But what needs to be stressed is you, first of all, there's no reason why you should be going broke behind burying somebody in the ground. Let's just put that shit up on out there. Okay? A lot of folks ain't got shit in place. We understand that. We understand that. You know, they make it kind of hard. I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't even see y'all chats. It stopped at say that. Cinnamon toast. Waco. No, it wasn't Jim Jones. It was Heaven's Gate. Thank you, Cash. Yeah, it was Heaven's Gate. Yeah, half price books. You found that apocrypha there? Yes. Jonestown, they drank that. My grandmother was actually supposed to go to Jonestown. You know what saved my grandmother's life? Having 16 kids and not being able to afford to relocate to Guyana with 16 children. That's what saved my grandmother's life. Well, okay, my mom said only 10 at the time. But that's what saved my grandmother's life. My grandmother used to go to Jim Jones's church. And the man stood on top of the Bible and said that he was God. And that it didn't matter. What you mean by the errors being manipulated? Explain. I'm telling you right now, funerals are for the living. They're not for the dead. You know, and so that's what you have to understand, saints. Is it's okay to put your family member, your loved one, you know, in a dignified way, put them in the ground, especially if it's going to, you know, eat up your consciousness, whatever. You got some of your family members can't wait for y'all to die because they got secret insurance policies on y'all ass and y'all don't even know it, because they got somebody who works in the what you call as forging signatures, because they really need you to sign off on it. Because you need to go on the evaluation or whatever to make sure that they shit can be valid. But they got people who work who's in cahoots with these folks. I'm just telling you, the real deal, Holyfield. They can't wait till your ass die so they can take it and cash it in and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't help you, Barry. Why don't you do a chicken dinner? Why they going to get a new car off of your body? It happened to my grandmother. My grandmother passed away. Majority of all her children had insurance policies. Only one child of my grandmother's, buried their mama, and that was my mama. My mama was the only out of 16 kids, 14 living, that buried, out of 14 living, out of 16 kids, 14 living. Majority of them had more than a $10,000 insurance policy on their own mother. They all played broke. My mama had that small ass insurance policy, and she still had to come out of pocket because she had to pay the musician and cook food and all this other shit. You understand? My mother didn't get no help even from the wealthy one in the family at the time. Nobody helped my mother bury their mother. Well, I sent a flower arrangement. It was only two. And I think one came from the funeral home. The other one came from a child, one of her daughters. So I'm telling you, people's true hearts intentions come out when people die. That's why I don't play around. When people die, I stay far from that shit because I know it's something that's gonna come out. People act funny with dead people shit because money and inheritance and stuff that needs to be passed and all of that stuff. People live to steal that type of shit from folks. I know. Trust me. If you see a lion head, it depends on what is trying to get your attention. I can't really answer that question. That question is very vast. To seeing the head of a lion or animal, that it could mean anything. Um, yeah, funerals can bring out greed and ugliness in people. One of the reasons why the Egyptian used to hire mourners is because it was told that they believed that, if people cried over you for your death and they mourned you, that was going to help you get sympathy in the afterlife. That their tears for you would translate into something else. They believed that. And some people still carry that belief. I know here in the South, that is an unspoken truth. Or that's an unspoken rule here. In the South, you'll have people, and I'm not being funny. Stop me if I'm lying, Mimi. Stop me if I'm lying. You got funeral homes here in the South that will have strangers sitting on the front row where the family members are supposed to be, hollering, crying, and physically rolling on the floor, acting a fool. Do you hear me? I'm trying to tell you what I know. They still do that shit here in the South.
They did that in Jesus' day.
They still. Right. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. So, the word rapture is not it's not in the scriptures. And it's Second Esdras chapter 13 will tell you why it is better to be left behind than to be taken. That word taken means in the Hebraic language means to be destroyed. Second Esdras is an Old Testament book, and it's to be translated from the Hebraic or Aramaic. And in both languages, it's talking about destruction, utter destruction, physical utter destruction, not good. But bad. Okay, so if anybody has met their demise, they weren't able to carry themselves further than this because of the perils and things that would have happened. They would not have been able to listen. You can get. This is gonna sound insensitive, but I promise you, I'm not trying to be insensitive. My heart and my prayers and my thoughts go out to everybody who's lost somebody during the Rona season, from 2020 to now with the Rona. But let me explain something to y'all. Even those people had it written in their soul contracts, and I know we don't like to hear this, but it's the truth. Some of these people were not meant to continue the journey. It was not meant for my daughter. Let me rewind. Let me rewind there. The rapture's happened, saints. It's happened with the dead, what you call the rapture. The trumpets have been going off. The angels have been releasing the bowls. Just because it's not happening in the physical realm, y'all keep trying to translate this Bible into everything physical, and that's not what it is. The spiritual realm is more alive and more important than this three-dimensional realm in which we see and operate in all the time. And I understand to not be so spiritually minded to where you ain't no earthly good. I know there's a balance, the yin and the yang. I understand that. But you have to understand that this stuff, a lot of this stuff is happening in the spiritual realm first. I want to tell y'all right now that God is making a very, very, very vivid, imperative, and strong distinction between those who are meant to shine and those who are of the darkness. Be on the lookout. Listen, right now as I'm speaking, under the sound of my voice, whether you see this on the live or playback, from this day forward, from this time frame right now forward, you are getting ready to see people as they are. The veil has officially been lifted. For real, for real. I've been telling y'all this for months now. I've been telling y'all this for months now. I've been telling y'all happy Halloween early, all that other shit, Merry Christmas, all this other. I'm trying to tell you, we are in September. We are in the middle of the Jason months. And as you can see, you don't see as much sacrifices, have you? You know why? You ain't been hearing about a lot of them dying in threes now, have you? You know why? Because the wicked can't sacrifice like they used to anymore. It's came to a fucking halt. Do you hear me? It's come to a halt. I'm the airbender, so whatever is not clear now. Not reversible. Unless God needs it to be foggy to get one up on the enemies. My nose be itching lately when I go live. But I'm telling y'all right now, you're getting ready to see it. They can't, y'all. They can't. Their means and modes of what climbing their secret society ladders is done for. We got secret societies and different things dismantling as I speak. Even before I came on this live, there are things that have been dismantling behind the scenes as we speak, and they have been putting up a united front, making it seem. I gotta make sure okay. They've been putting up a united front, making it seem like all is well. But the truth is, they can't even keep that facade up no more. They can't. That's it. They're fighting behind the scenes and they're not going to be able to keep it secret. I heard everything is going public. Every motherfucking thing's going public. I heard 4 cards. Look, the devil already at the top. What you don't see. Discontentment and boredom. 4 cups. Y'all think this is a game. It's happening. The dead has arisen to be judged. Some to everlasting life and to everlasting shame. Some of y'all, if you know, when it's time for y'all to go to the, to transition over, you're going to see certain loved ones there. For some of you, you're going to be looking to see if somebody made it in and they didn't. And it just is what it is. Vice versa. Some of y'all think y'all been doing the work of God when you ain't. The throat chakra, number 5. But it did come out reverse. I don't do reversals, but I was told they don't want me to say this. They don't want me to say this. The old powers that be that used to be in power, but they not. But God is saying, speak up. And it ain't just me. And this is divine feminine energy because we have the number 5. The number of feminine chaos, divine feminine chaos. The dark womb of creation. AKA, fuck with me if you want to, but you be in the suck hole and the black hole that you won't come out of and you lose your fucking mind on this 3-dimensional plane and beyond playing with me. Non-reversible. That's what that means. Third eye at the bottom being open. Number 6, beast mode activated. You're going to be, they trapped in fear. 8 of Swords. Trapped in fear. A holding cell. A prison. A mental prison. I'm trying to tell y'all. You're going to hear of a lot of people, celebrities and so-called dignitaries. I'm hearing politicians, senators. You're going to hear about it's mentis. I keep hearing mentis. It's about the mind. You're going to hear about a lot of people losing their fucking mind, being put in a straitjacket, 5150 hold. I'm telling you. Because they've done wrong. And their pride is too big. And guess what? Because your ego is too big. Yeah. Look at this. Solar plexus 3. There go Lions Gate energy. Lion energy. That portal just closed for us recently. I'm hearing it just recently really closed up right after this full moon we just had. So it lingered a little bit for us. Solar plexus just to make sure that we got through all right. See, yeah, even though time has been sped up for the saints, you know, for the elect, but God has got his mantles and different things hidden to help us out of the way. We not down here without cheat codes. We are the cheat code. Are you kidding me? That's why a lot of these fallen angels keep trying to get in our energy. They keep trying to fuck with you and get in your energy, cause you are the cheat code. And they think that if they get in your energy and attach themselves to you, that they can switch destinies with you. But see, this is the thing. They want relief from the torture that's going on in their minds. They want relief from that damn torture. So what they trying to do is attach themselves onto you so they can give you and project onto you what's happening to them. Not so. Willpower. Creativity. Lyra. So now we got dragon energy that came out, which is at the forefront, and now the lions are coming out. The cat people. So we got a lot of Bastet, Egyptian segment energy, Bass energy. This is no joke, y'all. So the cat kingdom is here. So anytime you got introverted star seed races coming out to the forefront, when they're always introverted, something is going on in the etheric realm. And they're not playing. They got to come to the forefront. Something is going on. The dragons are at the forefront. Now we got the Lyra system coming out. It's not good for y'all, but it's good for us. The other card that came out, Star card, Hope. This is Aquarian energy. Or the age of Aquarius could be here. The real stars. I just told y'all what was going to be happening after they rise up to either everlasting life or the everlasting shame. The Lord told you what was going to get ready to happen next. He said then the lights was going to shine. Did he not? Let me get it back up so I can read it to y'all. He said the lights was going to shine. He said then the wise was going to shine like the brightness of the heavens, and those who lead many to righteousness will shine like the stars forever and ever. The true stars. If I be lifted up upon the earth, I shall draw all men unto thee. That's the Christ consciousness. These people who were given the right of way to become celebrities or AKA stars were supposed to use their fame, their name of the world of renown, people of renown. They were supposed to use that fame to draw people to God, the love and the hope and the kindness and the joy of God. And instead, they fed their own fucking ego. That's why it's called the entertainment industry. Enter to taint your ass. They enter you to taint you. And let me just tell some of y'all how this works. They don't always oath people in first. Some people, they let them climb up the ladder and get all this money and all this success. Then they say, okay, you got to the $10 million club. You want to keep it? You got to stick something in your booty hole. Or you got to do something to a small child. Or you got to off this person. Or you got to make a deal, with the devil. Some kind of way you got to make a deal. And some of these people, man, I came too far to lose all my millions, so they bend over. Not realizing that they're being filmed. Some of these people know they're being filmed, and they'll tell you, as collateral, we're making sure you don't talk. My guys is here. I got protection. So this is the shit. You got some people in the industry that ain't did nothing yet. Few, but there's some in there that ain't oathed in. But they ain't got real strong careers like the main ones you see. The main ones you see, you should know what they had to do to get there. Some of them have openly told you and you didn't want to hear it, right? Accelerated motion, 8 of Wands, fast movement. And again, this ties into what I said for my membership video. I had a vision of certain things, and this comet coming from the heavens to earth. I'm telling you right now, I've seen seed pods coming up out of the sky, falling to earth. The terrestrials are here. And this is why they're here. Because they tired of the fuckery. What's crowning? Yeah. Five of Cups, emotional loss. I'm telling y'all, this is not going to be good. It's not for the weak. You're going to lose some loved ones. People that you thought, and as you lose them, you're going to fit, you're going to listen, some of y'all didn't ask God why you can't move forward. Why does it feel like a hex or a curse or something on you that can't be lifted? And I'm telling you, that loved one you're going to be hollering about and genuinely crying is the one who put that shit on you in this lifetime and in the last life, because they was karmic. They was karmic then and they karmic now. Y'all don't like this kind of teaching, but this shit is real. It's tight, but it's right. Y'all ain't got to like me. Respect me. I don't give a fuck about your likes. Yeah. Seven of Swords, deception and envy. I just told y'all the masks are coming off, but this is why the Hope card is here. The Star card is here. Look, Tower card. What you see, this is at the bottom of the deck. What is right before you. We're getting ready to see the destruction of the wicked. The disruption and the destruction of the wicked. I can't make this shit up. Look, and it's like almost like straight jacket energy. Y'all see that straight jacket energy shit? I'm trying to tell y'all. And look, as they are going through this, this is what we're getting. Three of Cups, partnerships and alliances. For the sake of this transformational change. While we're getting downloads. They can't stop this shit. And a positive movement forward. They wish. They wish. And your eyes is open to see this. That's why the third eye chakra was here. Let's see what's crowning this, what we can't see. Yeah. They are trapped in fear. They know. Told you that straight jacket energy is here. What's behind that? You healing, they hurting. They wanted to keep you crying. Look at this. They know you about to get it. Financial and material changes. These people have stolen from a lot of us. They losing a bunch of shit. They kicking themselves in the ass. You mean to tell me I did all that demonic shit for nothing? Yes, bitch. The devil can't guarantee you that you have success and let alone keep it. Some of them people have oathed in and sacrificed all kind of shit. Babies and family members and mamas and sisters and cousins and dogs and cats and shit. And they still ain't got it. And they mad. Kicking themselves in the ass because actually somebody who signed them or got them in the industry was harvesting that energy. And they were being used to do that. To carry the sins of them and somebody else. I'm telling you, you best be careful. As they losing, your stuff is being restored. Our stuff is being restored. Yeah, look. Here we go, that emperor. But this is a righteous emperor. Somebody real who's sitting on that throne. Somebody who's really going to get the job done. Who's going to get shit done. Yeah, they're in mental conflict. The Two of Swords is here. I told you they losing their fucking shit as I speak. And it's going to get worse for them. And they're not, listen, every enemy in the three-dimensional plane, higher or lower, that will not stop harassing the children of God, the children of light, the chosen ones, the elect, the collective, that is for high vibrational love, oneness, joy, light, and consciousness. Let me tell y'all, they are rendered now harmless and powerless, dumb, deaf, and blind. And every single day they think to try to even hurt somebody, their mental capacity gets worse. Their mental space gets worse. There's no rest for you wicked bitches. I'm sorry, ain't this the Star card? No, light is the psychic. This is psychic tarot. That's the only thing I don't like about the major arcana. This is the Sun card. I'm sorry, y'all. So we got Hope, which is the Star card, and then we got Light, which is the Sun card. I'm gonna end it right there. Bambino baby is here. Y'all getting ready. Listen, it's about to be a whole bunch of money in this month, but it's also about to be a whole bunch of blessings, prosperity, oneness, clarity. Who stole what from who, and the right people is getting ready to get the right recognitions and the right rewards. Whoever stole our identities in the spiritual realm and reaped our rewards in this physical realm, we getting ready to be put in high places. Let me tell y'all something. I know this for myself. I can't speak for nobody else. My name been talked about in rooms I ain't even walked in yet. I'm not saying this to brag, but let me tell you something. It pays to be righteous. It pays to be righteous because that's what keeps you ready so you won't have to get ready. See, let me tell y'all something. Your gifts will make room for you and bring you before great men, but your character will keep you there. You understand? I don't give a damn how good you do something. But if you don't have the right character to keep you grounded, if you don't have integrity and morals to keep you grounded, that when you're staring in the face of prosperity, whether you got to take a left turn to do something evil to get in and keep it, or go right and keep going in righteousness, and if you lose that, you have to be sure and know that God is going to give you something greater, bigger, and longer lasting than that. Because when God gives gifts, hope, light, and blessing, it lasts beyond space and time. The devil can't do that. He can't even promise you a seat at the table, let alone a creak in the door. He can't. Or she can't. Got a lot of surgeons and activity in my house right now. I'm about to let this go. For hope. Hope is coming out of the cosmic realm. I just want y'all to know. I know y'all. I know. I speak spiritual strength over all of us. Look at the okay. See, y'all want me to talk about this shit, huh? Okay. Two of Cups. With the Ace of something. Ace of Wands. Passion ignited. Somebody want to get you pregnant. Oh, Lord. Spiritual union. God is bringing these people together. God is bringing this thing together. And it's happening fast. A lot of people are trying to stop it. You can't stop this. Yeah. The fourth wands. Stable house. Yeah, and it's destiny. It's the wheel of fortune. Having to walk through the door of choices. Somebody had been planning. Patience. Here goes the judgment card right here. And some of y'all, I want to say some of us, got folks suffering in silence about you because they know they done lost you. Let me explain something to you. Don't feel bad for these Negroes and Niglets. Had you would have treated me better, we wouldn't even be talking about no spiritual union. Period. You better be careful how you treat folks. Archangel Michael is here. Clarity. Ace of Swords. Shadow side. It's the moon card. Also sacral chakra. Yeah, listen, so you got sacral chakra and the Empress card is here. It's letting you know right now. All of this, some of y'all shadow sides is dealing with sex. Like y'all may not be comfortable with sex. May not have explored that part or that side of you. Yeah, you're getting help in that department. You got 7-7 here, so sevens are also significant. 7 of Cups, choosing wisely what you want now. And the Chariot card, Cancerian energy is here, so water sign energy is here. Somebody had to walk away from somebody in order to come toward you. Yeah, because the moving on card is here, and they're coming to balance out instead of firm foundation. This is somebody who wants the 10 of Cups, the 10 of everything with you. Yeah, and look, having patience because it's coming. But look, victory and success. Last but not least, 9, the fulfillment of wishes. 9 of Cups. This is happening. I don't know why these people have been trying to stop these unions. The fuck is so important about these unions that they just scared of? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all make my titties itch at this point. Y'all really get on my nerves with this. I've been wondering, like, what is about this spiritual union? Yeah, the devil card was gonna clarify the throat chakra, but we rebuke his ass. Sound like Reverend X right now. Shadows coming out, fertility, the Empress card. Here we go, Archangel Michael again. And somebody trapped in fear. Somebody is afraid, yeah, but moving on. Somebody is afraid for these unions to come. The Four Swords. Rest and rejuvenation. You can't stop what God has called? Are you freaking kidding me? Spiritual union. Again. Okay. I just want y'all to know the so-called rapture has already happened. That timeline that you read in the Bible is not correct. Those timelines are not. Listen, you have to reweave timelines. It was done like that on purpose so you won't figure it out. It's what you call old prophetic mysteries. You understand? Just understanding what I've told you for the last hour and 20 minutes, 20 some odd minutes, is letting you know that if you understand what I just said the last hour and something, you can decipher the mysteries of Revelations. Because it's all it's a lot of metaphors and enigmas and riddles and shit and parables. All right? Rafiki. IKI. Talk to me about what? All right. Hey, turn that down. All right, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Um, Something serious like what? Okay, you're gonna have to email me, sweetheart, or something, cause when you say something serious, I don't know. You're gonna have to email me something serious like what? Cause let me just. Let me just say this, Lavina. I hope I'm saying this right before I end this live. I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm definitely sitting in my Queen of Swords energy. I'm not taking bullshit from nobody. So the moment I smell something incorrect, I'm taking whoever's head off I need to take. And I'm not apologizing. So I'm hoping that it's no bullshit here. Because, and I got to say this, not just for you, because I'm very well aware of people who've been booking readings to make me channel my own energy so that they can get readings on me, like me doing readings on myself for them. I'm no fool. I know some of you who buy my products in order to try to tamper and do certain shit with it. I'm no fool, you see. So I'm just saying, it ain't just for her. I know the shit. Don't think I'm not hip. Okay? Email me, sweetheart. Whatever it is, email me. I just hope I'm the worst person that you want to cross. I don't know why, but you can't come. No one can come for me anymore. It's immediately impossible at this point. It's immediate karma, and my karma is not small. The karma you get from me is not. It's not a small. It's immediate and it's strong, and it'll fuck up your whole lineage, your destiny, your past, your present, and your future. And the only way you can get it off is through me and God. That's it. Nobody else can lift it off, read it off, throw bones or shells, burn candles, go to the graveyard, plead 5 times, draw 3 X's on Marie Laveau's so-called grave. It won't work. You have to come through me. So, I'm just letting you know. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I gotta go. Douchey smooshes. Epic Mystics, Basic Mystics, all my Mystic memberships, members. Thank y'all so much. Um, I'm not gonna do a giveaway today. I'm not gonna do a giveaway today. I'll do that some other time. All right. All right. Till next time. See y'all soon.